Festival of Marketing here at Tobacco Dock. I'm joined by Steve Bartlett, CEO of Social Chain. For those who don't know who Social Chain is, in a nutshell, what is it?
Not easy to do in a nutshell, but it's two things. So Social Chain is one of the biggest social-first marketing agencies in the world. Big brands like FIFA or Coca-Cola or Apple come to when they want to market their stuff to young people online on social media. And it's also one of the biggest media owners in the world. So Media Chain, which is part of Social Chain, has nearly 400 million people following it around sports, fashion, students, college life, gaming. It owns the biggest gaming community in the world, the biggest fitness community in the world. So big media owner, big marketing agency.
So effectively you've just built up this following and now you're exploiting it, is that right?
I mean, you said it. I might not use the word exploiting because it's slightly, doesn't sound too good, but yeah, so we're leveraging...
Maximising opportunities.
Yeah, so we're leveraging this huge audience we've built, but also the people that built that audience know a lot of stuff that's useful for brands when they want to get their products seen. So it's knowledge, which is Social Chain, the marketing agency, and network, which is the media chain side of it.
Much talk about the role of influencers. Is that kind of where you're at?
I guess, we're influencing, as is all marketing, we're influencing on this new medium, which is social media. And we do work with influencers as well within Social Chain, if and when it's necessary. Yeah.
Where do you fit in as part of a marketing mix then, when a campaign is being launched by a brand?
So it's been interesting, because when we launched 3 years ago, we were almost this tick box exercise that marketing directors were performing because someone had told them that social media was important. So we were an accessory to their budgets and things like that. But now there's been a big shift in marketing directors. Many of them are investing significantly more in social and digital than they are in traditional means like TV and out of home and outdoor and billboards and things like this. So the growth of Social Chain from 0 to 150 members of staff in 2.5 years has been driven because of that change. It's been driven because we've ridden and been the solution to those marketing directors that need to and want to be a bit more progressive.
How does that mean in terms of how they actually build you in? We've been seeing a lot of sort of integration, consolidation in the industry where a campaign is supposed to work across all these different channels anyway. What's stopping you from just being kind of eaten out of the market by internal units? So
the interesting thing is the idea of having a social agency is a new idea for marketeers and marketing directors. So at one stage, we were given the job of just amplifying stuff. So they'd produce their creatives with their creative agency for TV, and then they'd say, take that TV advert here and give it views on social media. There's been a change, or at least there should have been a change for good marketing directors, where now they're producing their own creatives, which we've got the role of, for social media that are social first, not TVC commercial, not your commercial for your TV channels. And social has now got its own budget for a lot of marketing directors, so it's a standalone piece. And so we'll produce content, built for social media, and we'll also handle the distribution of that content as well.
Now, you've been talking about how to break the internet in 2017. What did you say to the gathered audience?
Well, you've got to be there to see it.
What about our audience at home?
Okay, right. So for the audience at home, I think there's 4 things which I really touched on. The first was, and this is all about how you make something go viral, is understanding that basic human psychology about why humans share, but also basic human psychology around the way that humans move in packs. So I gave some solid examples of humans moving in groups despite them knowing if that's the correct thing, social proofing, that kind of thing. I said that humans share predominantly because, especially millennials, because they're telling you who they are. Second point was the importance of leveraging culture in an emotional way. And I talked about Donald Trump, how he leveraged culture emotionally at a time when the world was so concerned with things like ISIS, and that's how he won, but also showed some examples of how we've done that. Thirdly, understanding the social platform. So that is the platform, the home in which anything goes viral. Changes all the time, talked about how you stay ahead of those changes, and lastly talked about distribution, whether that's through your own channels, through paid channels, or through influencers and those kinds of things. And that sort of mix is how you make something go viral, and then I proved it. So I showed them how 3 weeks ago we made the Kim Jong-un haircut go viral in New York, to the point now where hairdressers in New York are offering the Kim Jong-un. The biggest media publishers in the world are all pushing videos about Kim Jong-un, and it just started with us deciding, using those 4 ideas about leveraging culture, because in that moment in Fashion Week when Trump was calling Kim Jong-un Little Rocket Man, that was the thing that we knew would move. And then I showed a few other examples of us making things go viral, fake news, fake football players, that all the press wrote about, using those 4 sort of understandings.
Hello, I'm James Wright. Thanks for watching Marketing Media Money. To check out more online videos, just click on the boxes and don't forget to subscribe to the CNBC Live channel at the bottom of the screen.